Welcome everyone to our Tuesday morning Family History Center class, Sandy Granite Family History Center. Glad that you could be in attendance online. Today we have a wonderful presentation lined up for you from Chris Richens, English Research with the GRO. And Chris and I, we've known each other for several years. She's been a regular attendee at Roots Tech, and last year she helped us out in our Family History Guide booth. Chris served a mission at the Family History Library downtown, where she worked with the 65 missionaries. And she's currently serving a mission in her area in Texas, a family history mission there. She's a registrar with the Daughters of the American Revolution and director of the Family History Center at Llano, or also known as Llano, in Texas. So with that, we're excited to have Chris here, and I'll turn the time over to her.
Great, I'm so glad. Thank you, Bob. He didn't tell you I was also a troublemaker, but we have a lot of fun together. One of the things that are really fun about this, and you'll see it as it comes out, this is one of the presentation when I was over the historical records missionary, when you call the 1-800 number and you used to get a real life missionary. We had trained him using this PowerPoint. So keep that in mind, but you are getting excellent training today. And this one's solving puzzles. Does the piece fit your puzzle? Steve Rockwood, who is CEO of Family Search, says, we don't compete with anyone. We celebrate and collaborate and cooperate. We should always ask ourselves, how can we benefit from the efforts of others out there? If we had to do service the whole world, there is no way that we could do it. A patron will ask us, several ancestors' records show a possible missing child. How do I find that? And that's frustrating because your first is, well, there are no others. How can I find the mother's maiden name? How do I determine if a child had born or died between census? And then this is, how can we help these patrons, or as they come into the Family History Center, or as you are helping people in your, we're in a branch, so I'll use that word, in your wards, or your own building of your own family. Where can we direct them to find what they're looking for? Now here is two different puzzle pieces. Which one's correct? On the left, we have James Scragg. This one here, England and Wales. His birth record, the quarter is July, August, September of 1863. It gives the district, the county, and the volume, line, etc. On the right, we have a James Scragg birth record, April, May, and June, 1861. And it gives still the same county and event place. How do we know which one is ours? A census record indicates that our James Scragg was born in 1862. Since the age on the census is an estimate, how do we know which one of these two pieces fit the puzzle? If we understand how valuable a third-party site is, we're more likely to use it. And so as I use third-party, this would be anything but Family Search, but there are a lot. Each of you probably know Ancestry, MyHeritage, Find My Past, etc. But there are more out there that can help you. The one today is the GRO, the General Register Office. And it's at www.gro.gov.uk. The General Register Office is part of Her Majesty's Passport Office and oversees civil registration in England and Wales. It maintains the National Archive of all births, marriage, deaths, and that's what the initials BMD stands for, dating back to 1837. Old birth and death index from England and Wales. These are free, and they are both in Family Search and Ancestry. Kitty, sorry, I have help, my cat. Family Search, they can obtain their information from the GRO's old index page. And old is here. This is the older one. And that would come right up as you're doing the research. The old index did not include any parent information. So as you look at it, it just gives the child's name, the district, the volume number, and the page. On the new online at the gro.gov.uk, it was created using the original digitized certificates, not the old index page. It contains additional information that is not available in the old index. And on that, birth indexes gives the mother's maiden name. On the death index, it gives the age at death. I don't know about you, but those are really important to me. The new GRO index can be updated if errors are identified. Now, important things to know. You first must register before you can use the site. Searching online birth and death index is free. And these birth records are from 1837 to 1916. You can view the death records, and that one helped me the other day from 1837 to 1957. Birth, marriage, and death certificates can be ordered online and for a fee, and they will be emailed to you in a PDF file. So you're not even waiting for the mailman to deliver it. The index reflects the district where and the quarter where the birth, when the birth was registered. It does not reflect the birth date or the place where the child was born. Let me go over that again. The index reflects the district where and the quarter when the birth was registered. It does not reflect the exact birth date or place where the child was born. The GRO reflects the quarter ending months as follows. March, J is June, September, and December. Copyright information. The Crown copyrighted protected information. Other than the royal arms and the departmental or agency logos may be reused free of charge. If any format or medium for research for non-commercial processes, private study, or for internal circulation within an organization. So that helps as you are teaching, as you're showing, as you are trying to put a book together for that you're not going out for the family for a whole time. Citation. Where any of the Crown copyrighted material on the website is being republished or copied to others, the source of the material must be identified and copyrighted status acknowledged. And I know I'm talking to the choir here. I am really into document, and sourcing. Where did you get it? And that it was used. And when you use some of the other sites that are copyright free like this, you put that information that it was the Crown copyrighted protected. I always do that, saves me more than once. Family Search does not support the GRO website. We do not take the patron to the site. We do not explain to them how to use it. And this is why it's so important that we get out and talk to groups and organizations, because this is a very valuable site. When prompted by the Spirit, we do provide the patron the website address. And the missionaries that I had who worked with me, we did this a lot. Hey, let's go look. Briefly explain that the birth and death information is available on the website. Explain that it's free, and explain the patron must register to use the website. To me, if you're going to give me the information I want, I'll register. Here's what the website looks like. I have it ready, but this is exactly what it is. This is what it looks like. You go on register. To register as a user, you click on order right here, order certificates online. And it takes you in and says, how about if you register? And as we put, it is misleading because you're afraid to put, I'm not ordering. You just go do it. On this page, you can either click order certificates online and search the GRO historic birth and death index, or register and log in. So that's up here, register, log in. Here's how to do it. And I should have clicked that a little earlier. It is over here. I spent a lot of time the very first time I got in here trying to do it over here. That's why we drove the arrow. Is that like, Chris, it's up here. Look. But here is family history records, everything. And it's great. It also has some birth and adoptions. Not as the only adoption it does not have is the one you want. Okay. Register as an individual is down here. You create all of that. It's not hard. Once registered, then you will log in with your email and password. So first time in, you create, second time, register, then first time you register, second time you log in here. And here, once you're logged in, if you're brought to this page. To search the online and birth indexes, search the GRO right here. We'd all like to go visit, check updates, place an order. But right here is where you would go to look for that birth record. You are brought to this screen and given the option to either search a birth or death index. Which one do you want? See, again, these are not overwhelming. We will see these two screens in a moment. To find a mother's maiden name. Remember, James Scragg's family didn't have that. In the 1861 census, James was married to Sarah. No maiden name yet. No children. 1871, and notice over there that they did not do it exactly on the 10s. They were off a year. They figured they'd let us go and learn from our errors, I guess. In 1871, the census, they had 2 children, James and William. In the 1881 census, they had 3, James, William, and Arthur. And then in 1891, 1 child, Arthur, and he was 19. The first child was born about 1862 in Staffordshire, England. If you think I'm going to try a new name, I'm not going to do that. All right, so here we would put in who are you searching for. At birth, that we know, Scragg, his first name was James. We don't know male. Exact matches only about the year, and I usually go 2 years to start with and leave these all blank. If we know for sure the district, then fill it in. Otherwise, leave it open. Let the computer do the work, just as you do in Family Search and Ancestry and the others. So here are the results. 2 records were found. One of them was mother's maiden name was Mitchell, and he was born in J, so that would be June quarter. That's when it was reported in 1861, or in 1863, S, which would be September, in same place. They're both in the same volume, but they're on different pages. So great, what am I gonna do now? The results show Sarah's maiden name is either Mitchell, right here, or Barrow. The second child, William Scraggan, we spelled that wrong, I'm sorry, born 1865 in the same place. So we put that in, same information, little as possible to start with. Now, here comes a William, 1865, and also one 1865. One was filed in September, one was filed in December. But look, Roland and Mitchell. So we may have a plan here. This shows Sarah's maiden name was either Roland or Mitchell. Okay, now Arthur, who we know about 1872. So we go ahead and put him in and came up with his maiden name of Mitchell. So all three of them showed the time, the place, the area, and Mitchell. Puzzle solved for Sarah's name. Mitchell is the only common name as a mother for all three children. So here we're back to what was given to us. And we were able to go through and come up with Mitchell. There are the names. See, 1861, volume 6B, page 106. And then you can go, the GRO index matches the family search, England and Wales birth registration index. How to find missing children. We now can use Sarah's maiden name of Mitchell to search the GRO for possible missing children that were born and died between the census. None of us have ever had that happen. The 1861 census told us Sarah was 27 with no children. We'll start searching in 1855 when Sarah would have been about 20 years old. So here we're looking for the maiden or married name and male. You know, this again is where I said you can go in and play and have some fun. Enter Skag, leave the first name blank because we don't know. Search for missing sons. Enter the Mitchell as the mother's maiden name. We can now add that. And they're marked to the variations. And I always do that because we all spell it correct the first time. And enter the place, the district of birth. The search results, Arthur was registered in the December of 1857. Don't write it off, but wait, isn't that name familiar? Arthur was born in 1872. So this isn't right. 1881 census. Remember, it was not uncommon for a child to die and then subsequent child was given the same name in honor of the deceased child. We all hope that that just happened here in America, but it didn't. It's all over. More possible missing children. Now change the search year to 1860. So that's all we've done is gone in and changed it. But now James had a twin brother named Frederick. Right there. Look at that. There are two other sons, John in 1850, registered in 1858, and Samuel registered in 1859. I feel so bad for the sweet mother. Continue the search until the childbearing years has passed. And normally that's around age 56. Continue, then go back and change the gender to female. So don't, what we found is if you went through and changed it, pretty soon, did I do the male? Did I do the female? Oh, never mind. They're not going to be there. So go through and do all the males first or all the females, then go back and do it again. There was a total of 11 children in the Scragg family, including the 3 that were listed on the census. Elizabeth, Arthur, John, Martha, Samuel, Frederick William, James, Esther, William, Jesse, and Arthur. I was just looking, as I remember, Arthur was the only one that was dubbed twice. With Sarah's maiden name, the marriage record canal was found. How to search the death. Elizabeth was the oldest of the Scragg children. Elizabeth's birth was registered in 1856. Elizabeth was not in the 1861 census. Remember, we didn't have that. Click on the death radical button to search up here. Search for Elizabeth's death starting 1858 and go out 2 years. Use that place. I practiced it and I still don't get it, as the district of death. The search result shows Elizabeth's death was registered in June, ending in 1858, and she was a year old. Poor little kiddo. The information matches the death index on Family Search, except the GRO index shows age at death is 1. So you can adjust, you can use, link them together. Now, how does your puzzle piece fit? Do we have any questions, anything I can go back over? Any suggestions? Well, Bob, Bob, I think the best part of today was sharing it with your group. I loved it. Thank you for the invite, and I hope to be invited back.
Chris, thank you so much. That was very detailed, very clear, easy to understand, and the General Register Office is a great resource for English research, also referenced in the Family History Guide. So I encourage you to take some time and go out and explore, and especially use some of the clues that Chris provided for us for how to use the GRO in piecing together puzzle pieces and finding new clues for finding people in your family tree. Any other questions? Oh, we do have one. Let's see, chat. Oh, okay, so Chris, we have a question. Does the GRO also include Wales and Scotland?
It does not at this time.
Okay,
Let's see.
So there's your answer.
Actually, this
No, it's just
and Hammer. Actually, it does include Wales, but it does not include Scotland.
okay. Thank you.
So
You're
Wales, yes.
I
Scotland,
love the
no.
GRO.
Yeah. And
yes,
of course, there's
Wales, Scotland, no. Okay.
the Scotland's People website has a tremendous amount of information on Scottish ancestors, so that's one resource you could try there. Any other questions, comments? Okay, thank you all for attending. Chris, good luck with the Texas cold down there, below 40 degrees. We're thinking of you. And be sure to tune in. You know, every Tuesday we have a wonderful presentation. Next Tuesday, I don't have the schedule up, but check the schedule on the website, and you'll find that we have a couple more classes before the end of the semester. So,
Bob,
to it. Yes.
Robin's teaching next week.
Oh, how could I forget? I didn't have the schedule. Robin, what's your class next week?
It's the library catalog, family history catalog.
Family search catalog.
Woo!
Wonderful.
Right, there we go. I got it.
Yeah, that's a terrific resource. So next week, next Tuesday, 11:15, Robin Fullenbach will be presenting on the Family Search Catalog. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Oh, I forgot to mention, this will be recorded and the recording will be available on the Sandy Granite Family History site, Family History Center site, granitefhc.com within a few days. Thanks.